Hello everybody and welcome to today's video. In today's video we're here going to be talking about the FTX range. I'm not going to waste any time just like waffling on about stuff. And also one thing though, I know I made a New Year's resolution video about a week ago, probably by the time you're watching this, something like that. One thing I forgot to include is I want to try and get to 10,000 views by the end of the year in like my overall channel. I'm at currently like 6.5k, so hopefully we'll be able to get there soon. Right, let's not waste any time and let's go. So FTX Canyon. Somebody's actually trying to, well, I've been talking to a person that's owned one of these, and he's trying to sell it to me. I don't know, because it'd be quite cool to have a crawler at the same time, but I don't know what I'll do with it. I'll probably just sell it again, so I don't know. FTX Carnage, I know these things, I think, have been around for quite a number of years. They're kind of like one of the budget ones. So whenever you load up Motorsport FTX, this and the Vantage are kind of up there, like immediately. So don't get me wrong, it looks really nice, but it's not the one that I prefer. But if you're just getting into RCs, it's probably one of the best FTX ones, the best cars you can get. Outback Mini, so very small crawler, 1/24 scales. It's kind of just used as for indoors and stuff like that mainly, but you could also use it outside. FTX Vantage, again, same thing as I was just saying a second ago. These cars are kind of always on the loading screen for Model Sport and stuff like that. Or like not loading screen, but when you like click onto electric, it normally comes up fairly high. I've seen one of these in person when I was on holiday. Very nice in car. Banggood also do a sort of one. It's like Spirit or something like that. Kevin Talbot did a video on it, so go and check out his video for that. FTX Tracer looks alright. It looks pretty similar to the 1/16 that I had a little while ago. My Spirit one. I don't know if you remember that one. My Amazon special one. I don't know if you remember that. It looks very similar. The Outlaw, it looks okay. It looks kind of, I don't know. It's tricky to judge on cars that you've never owned or never seen. But to me, it looks okay. It doesn't look anything ridiculous. Four-wheel drive, ready to run, so that's always good. The Outback with the Ranger, Land Rover body shell on it. Looks quite nice. Looks very detailed for the Land Rover bottling. Looks like portal axles, but not too sure if it is. This one down below, this Raven, definitely does look like it has portal axles or something like that, or so it can move around a lot easier. Carnage, already spoken about. Tracer, already spoken about. The Bugster. It looks just like a normal, well, I say normal. It looks like kind of like a beefed up VW Beetle type thing with a Baja type look to it. It looks pretty similar to like the Carnage, but just with like a different body on it. I don't know if anybody's seen that, but it kind of looks pretty similar to it. The Outback, I think it's on the same as the Canyon, but I might be wrong, as in like wheelbase type thing. It's pretty similar to that. Quite expensive though. The Toro or the Zorro, so the Nitro version of this is the Toro, this is the Zorro. 1/10 scale, ready to run. Again, looks alright, looks pretty, it's kind of similar to like the UDR type thing, but obviously a lot cheaper and a lot less expensive, and the Mojave and stuff like that. It's kind of got that look to it. The Outback Fury, again, another crawler, 1/10 scale. Looks to be quite beefy on them suspensions. Well, it looks to be, but I'm not too sure if it is. Also, by the way, if you ever want to look at any of this stuff, because I'm not going into full detail, it's all on motorsport.com. The Outback Mini, 1/18 scale. I like the look of the body. Just have some nice chunky wheels on there. How much is it? 80 quid as well. It's a very good deal. The Outlaw, again, looks pretty similar to the one we just saw a minute ago. I think we've already done this one actually, so yeah, we'll go on from that. FTX Vantage already done. The Mini 3.0, the ready to run one. Outback, pretty similar to one I think we've already seen. A Comet 1/12 scale Truggy. Now, I've always liked the look of Truggies, but I've never really wanted to get one, if that makes sense. They've always just looked a bit, I don't know. They always look nice. I need to get I really need to get a phone stand. They always look nice, but I never know if I'll actually get one. The Desert Cage Buggy, I do like these, to be honest. It looks pretty similar. Like the front bit looks pretty similar to like a Baja 5B by HBI, or the Roven Baja version. They do look pretty similar, and then looks like to be a like pretty. Oh, focus please. Not gonna focus it. Look. It just looks like quite nice in there. I don't really know what to say. The Mauler 4x4, this thing looks like a beast. They both do. The red version, the yellow version, both look very nice. Quite beefy. Outback's already spoken about. The FTX Hooligan, 128th. Ready to run rally car in blue. It's just a bit too small, 128th. It just doesn't look quite right, if that makes sense. But a 39 quid, you can't really have much wrong with it. The Bonanza 1/10 brushed street drift car. For me, I've never really liked the look of the drift cars. They always kind of look a bit too like toy grady, if that makes sense. I just feel like they can be made a lot nicer, if that makes sense. I'm being kind of critical, but it's just my opinions. Bugster already spoken about. The Tracer, I think I've already spoken about, but it's 1/16th, and I think the other one was 1/10th. This one does look really nice at £53 as well. Like, there's not much wrong with it. But as you can see with most of these cars, there's not going to be stock on them for a little while. And obviously we're in a new lockdown again. This is lockdown number 3 that I'm recording this on. So it's just going to be probably longer than it says there, because obviously shipping's got to come and all that lot. I think today is also a year ago, COVID started like properly coming and like actually started properly, but I'm not 100% sure. If you want to just check the news on that, because I'm not sure. Comet already spoken about. It's a smaller version, I think, 1/12. So not really that much difference in it, but you know, you'd tell. Outback Mini already spoken about. The Mini X Club though, 1/18th. I don't think I've spoken about this. 80 quid. Looks really nice. Looks like really nice detail on the car. Yeah, it looks like nice wheels. Nice. When you've got these headlamps here, I always want them to actually work, not just be like stickers on them, because otherwise there's no real point in having them, if it makes sense. Hooligan's already spoken about. Outback's Mini, I like these type of bodies. It looks pretty similar to, I don't know if you ever watched it, but the Top Gear Hilux. Most people, if you like watch car stuff, you probably would have seen when Jeremy Clarkson went down the like stairs in one. And I've always liked that type of body. I think it is kind of like a Toyota Hilux type body. But I've always thought it looks very nice. It looks like really nice wheels on it here as well. It looks to be nice light bars and stuff like that. All looks to be very nice. Outback Mini's already spoken about. The DR8 1/8. So I think this is probably the biggest car that they do. The 1/8 one. Does look really nice. Oh, hello, I almost dropped my phone. Does look really nice. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. It's just not my cup of tea. The Outback 2 with looks to be a Toyota Land Cruiser body on it type look-alike one. And then a Ford Bronco looking one as well. I think they're the same, aren't they? Yeah, they are exactly the same, just different bodies on them. Looks to be portal axles on them. Looks to be really nice kind of metal parts on there as well. Also things with metal, obviously that can bend. Plastic only, it's flexible, so always take that into consideration. I think we've spoken about all this lot except from this tank here. All-terrain camo tank thing. A Mini already spoken about. Have I just spoken about the Buzz? Yep. Buzzsaw already spoken about. Fury, looks okay. It's not really my cup of tea if I'm being honest. I've spoken about Buzzsaw. Texan 10. Yeah, it's quite expensive for what it is. I'll be honest, it's quite expensive at £289. So, in my opinion, you're probably getting better deals with these two. Or 3 different types there of bodies. Another very expensive. These are kind of all the really expensive ones now. So these are kind of going to be the best crawlers you can get, if that makes sense. All of these 5 here. Go a bit out so you can see them all. So these kind of going to be like the best crawlers that you can have for the FTX2. And also, that's not a crawler there, but FTX mainly, from what I've just looked through, this is my first time I'm literally making this on the fly. But this is probably like the best crawling brand that kind of like cheap, in my opinion. Obviously, they do make some other cars as well, but for me, it's predominantly crawlers. Obviously, Traxxas have their own crawlers. Armour don't have any crawlers, I don't think. So they got the TRX4, for example, which has got, like, most people run that type of body, like Land Rover bodies and stuff on them, because, I don't know, it just looks nice. So anyways, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in another video. Bye.